To the telecast of the 1974 Grand Final from Deakin Reserve in Shepparton on this glorious Sunday afternoon. We see in the picture now the three players that have won the Morrison medal, the Patterson medal and the AVCLabs medal. Norm Smith there in the Bulldog Guernsey, and getting a good hand from the spectators as they come around. And we see umpire Kevin Smith in charge of the game, and Ray Taylor, the Euroa coach, has won the toss, and he's selected to kick to the non-scoring end, as we saw in the game earlier on here this afternoon. And Des Campbell tells his Demons that they have to pick to kick to the Skene Street end. Here's Rod with us now with the change in the United side, and it's bad news for United.
Yes, it is. Stephen West, that great fullback for Shepparton United, out of the side. He is injured, cannot take his place in the team. Peter Graham, who was on the bench, now goes straight into the fullback position, and young Paul Kenner, a young lad, son of the great Kevin Kenner, with plenty of ability, goes in onto the bench. Incidentally, the curtain raiser here this afternoon, Katandra 15 goals 21, defeated Gagari 9 goals 10.
That wasn't a bad standard match either this afternoon. We've got VFL umpire Kevin Smith in charge, we've got VFL boundary umpires, and everything in readiness to kick off the big 1974 Grand Final. It's a great crowd here at Deakin Reserve. We'll get the gate later on this afternoon.
Could be a record, Don.
Yes, could be a record. His umpire Kevin Smith now just checking to see where the players are in position, looking for Ray Taylor, and also Des Campbell. Des Campbell opens up in the ruck for Shepparton United this afternoon. In there in the centre of the arena we find umpire Smith with the ball. There goes the siren, and they're on their way for the 1974 Premiership for Goulburn Valley. Up they go. Oh, the big fellow was Pendergast, but the Magpies take it away through Mickey Peel. Out towards centre wing. Didn't go towards the Magpies' goal on that occasion. Here's Greg Withers going for the ball, but not before it runs over the boundary line and out of bounds. And we wait for the boundary throw-in to take place. Campbell getting in ruck here, getting ready to take it for Shepparton United. In they come now, up they go. Pendergast again, the big fellow knocked it down beautifully to O'Sullivan. He was grabbed. They get it out of the pack. Houston gets a knock and receives a free kick, I'd say. Johnny Houston, the big tall Shepparton United player, boots the ball down towards centre wing. Up in the air they go. Under the ball was Oliver. He couldn't take it. Away from the pack comes the Euroa side, and Ray Taylor gets the... No, he doesn't get the free kick. Play on, said the umpire. Tate gets a hand pass to Trevor Hoare. Hoare boots the ball downfield. Can Donny Mills take it? And it's away in that forward pocket position and over the boundary line and out of bounds, and a good fast start here this afternoon.
Yes, there's plenty of pace in this game, and we're going to see a cracker, Don. I think the pace a cracker right from the start, and all players are really fit. In the rooms before the game, they were both very, very fit, both these sides, and pretty confident.
Here's Johnny Tate with a chance to get the ball for Euroa. Can't get it over the, almost over the boundary line again. And here's a chance for Campbell to come through, and the Demon coach gets the free kick and will kick it from the half. We're 3 minutes into the second quarter here at Deakin Reserve, and it's been a pace has been a cracker for the first quarter. Quarter time scores, Euroa 2-3-15 to 4 goals 7-31. The ball over the boundary line right in front of our commentary position. Rod, the goal kickers for the first quarter.
Well, one each to Trevor Eddy, who's making his presence felt in the half-forward flank. Des Campbell, captain and coach of United, and also Wayne Hovey and Chris Woodman. And for Euroa so far, Neville Mills and Mick Peel have kicked one each.
Magpies giving away a number of free kicks which haven't helped their chances in this in the game so far. Here's a chance for Johnny Strummer, but Mickey Peel, the brilliant Magpie ruck rover, comes through, gets it to coach Ray Taylor. Back to Peel it goes, and Peel breaks away for goal, puts the ball onto his boot and into the pocket. Bad luck, Mickey Peel. Bad play by the Magpies. They certainly need a score at this stage. And well, the Magpies haven't got the jump on the United side. As a matter of fact, United are the ones that have got the jump on the Magpies at this stage of the game. And although, of course, Euroa now kicking with the slight breeze that's favouring the Shepparton United dressing room end of the ground.
It's been an impressive start by Shepparton United, Don. They're playing the ball all the way, and Euroa in that first quarter, particularly Mickey Peel, they gave away several foolish free kicks.
And now they're defending, but a good mark has been taken over there for Euroa. Been taken there, and a good mark too on that occasion, picked up. Kicking the ball forwards, right up towards that forward line from Brodie. Ross Edwards with the player in the air. Here's a chance for Campbell. Campbell misses it. Here's Vinnie Edwards going in. It goes to Greg Withers for Euroa. Withers puts the ball onto his boot, but straight to Campbell. Campbell's been grabbed and takes the free kick from centre half back. The score at the stage, 7 goals, 8 Shepparton United, 3 goals, 6 Euroa, and we're 20 minutes or so into the second quarter. Here's a chance for Peter Graham, knocks the ball away from Neville Mills. Mills chases it over the boundary line. and the boundary umpire to put them back into play. Goal kickers for United, Rod, there's plenty of them.
Yes, well, Des Campbell's leading his side well. He has 2, and Chris Woodman 2, going very well at full forward, and 1 each to Hovey, O'Brien, Eddie, and that's it, I think.
Here's Peter Graham. Oh, he's being grabbed around the neck. O'Sullivan caught one too. It could be on here because there's big David Ross Edwards asserting his authority and umpire Smith telling him to keep out of it. But Peter Graham was the player who copped it around the neck, and he's going to take the kick and relieve the situation for the Demons.
Well, Peel's in the middle of it again, and he has been right throughout this match, giving his all for Euroa.
Here's the kick by Peter Graham up onto half-back flank. Is it going to float over? It was right on the boundary line. The boundary umpire was the closest man to it there, and he said that it's gone out on the full, and the free kick goes to Mickey Browan. Browan, the experienced Euroa player, comes in now, selects the drop kick, not a bad one either, up towards centre half forward. Peter Graham goes up, knocks the ball down. Here's Trevor Hoare and Des Campbell to do battle. It's Campbell, he's playing a great game of football, boots the ball to where the big Tangles comes in Pendergast. Pendergast gets it over to Eddie. Eddie boots it up, fall onto the half-forward line. The Magpies are defending desperately there. And here's a chance for Knight to come in now, clear the ball away for them. Here's Euroa coming forward now. Here's a chance. Greg Withers gets underneath it. But a beautiful mark by Peter Graham. He came into the game to replace the injured Stephen West, and he's really playing well at full back. Peter Graham for United boots the Demons downfield. Big Rossi Oliver getting underneath the ball. Couldn't do much about it. Here's a chance for Harding. Harding comes in, gathers the ball in nicely, clears it downfield. Russell Hack was there, so too is Withers. Here's a chance for the Magpies. They should goal here. Sputter Peel gets it to Neville Mills. Neville Mills gets it away to Vinnie Edwards. Edwards chases it, picks the ball up. He can't do much about it. United defending very well. Russell Hack clears the ball away, but it's a Magpie mark. It has been pulled in there for the Magpies by Alan Brodie. Brodie kicks the ball forward, and he's put it through. A great goal for Euroa, and that brings them another point further ahead now. 4 goals they've kicked now for the Magpies, and Shepparton United have kicked 7 goals. 7 goals now for... in fact, it's 7 goals 8 to 4 goals 6 as umpire Smith receives the ball back in the centre of the ground. There's good players on both sides. The height of the United players are starting to show out, but I feel that you never know about these young Euroa players and the smaller players. They might run the bigger fellows off their feet. That's it. We're 15 minutes into the third quarter, and this is the quarter that United have to do well. They've kicked 3 goals. Score at the moment, Rod?
Well, at the present time, United doing it well. 9 goals 12 to 6 goals 7. A rejuvenated United side after half-time, and they are still doing it very well at the moment. It's going to be very hard for Euroa to come back at this stage.
Well, the Magpies are battling. A great goal we saw kicked a few moments ago by Neville Mills for the Magpies. They've kicked 1-1 this quarter. Mickey Browan over on the outer side of the ground, boots the ball down towards full forward. Big Ross Edwards was the player to get up in the air there. It's in the Euroa goal, and we'll wait on the decision of umpire Kevin Smith. It's certainly a Euroa kick. It's a Euroa kick, and looks like Neville Mills, I think, who's going to take it again. Number 27 is Neville Mills, and he's got a chance to put the Magpies... he's kicked 2 already. He's kicked 2 goals already, Neville Mills. He's got a chance to put his 3rd on the board and put the Magpies closer to Shepparton United. Oh, wait, it's 1 point only. Bad luck for Euroa, because they had a chance of getting closer to the Shepparton United side. Thompson moves the ball downfield. Here's a chance now for O'Connell coming in from centre half back for United. Campbell kicks the ball in the air. He's played a great game. Up goes Oliver, but a good mark has been pulled down in defence there by Johnny Congdon. Congdon's played a pretty good game of football too. Selects the short pass, looking for Tate on the outer side of the ground. He takes it, shoots it across onto that half-forward flank position. Here's a chance for the Magpies, but Ross McKellar comes through. He's in trouble, gets hand passed away. They've grabbed hold of him. Umpire Smith says a free kick, Ross McKellar. And McKellar will take the kick and try and boot the United side forward. United still in front, a couple of goals at this stage. Here's a chance now for them to come through. Oliver was up in the air. Nobody seemed to know what was going on. Then Harding kicked the ball for Euroa. Here's a chance for the Magpies. Up on their forward line, Peter Graham leads in the race for the ball. And now Johnny Stroomer. Stroomer knocks the ball in front of him. Here's a chance for them. He's grabbed. Play on, says the umpire. Stroomer boots the ball down. Houston underneath it. It's knocked away. A chance for Hovey. Oh, Euroa players muffed it up amongst them. Here's a chance now for them to get away. This is good play. Euroa moving the ball into the centre. And it's Ray Taylor coming in now. Gets a hand pass out towards Edwards. Edwards gets it. Breaks away. Here's trouble. And United are in trouble now as the ball goes forward into that full forward position. But nobody could take it there. And Nick O'Connell, playing a grand game of football, gets the ball out. Umpire Kevin Smith now about to bounce the ball to put the game on the way for the final quarter. It's just on three-quarter time. There's the siren with the score at this stage. Shepparton United 12-14-86 and Euroa 8 goals 9-57. Can Euroa get up? They need 5 goals straight to be in front of the United side, and this has been a good performance by the United side, but Euroa, we feel, coming back in that third quarter, but a free kick is going to be played Shepparton United's way. It's going to go to David Wilson, and he's a player that lifted his game very much in that third quarter for the United team. Here's Wilson kicking the ball. They're kicking down towards the town end goal, as we call it. There's the big fellows in the air. A good mark by Trevor Eddy, the brilliant half-forward flanker. And umpire Smith has decided that there's a free kick going Euroa's way to be taken on the back line. Looks like Johnny Knight over there, or is it Walker? He boots the ball out on the outer side of the ground. A bit of pushing and shoving. Over the back of the packet comes Stroomer's there for Shepparton United. He dodges around, kicks the ball forward in towards the centre of the ground. His big fellow, they call the Spider, up in the air there was... but couldn't take the ball. It goes to the ground, picked up by Johnny Congdon. He's been quite a good player today for Euroa. Campbell in the centre of the ground. He couldn't take the mark. It comes to the ground, kicked away by O'Connell. Here's a chance now for Trevor Hoare. He knocks the ball away. Stewie Buzzer is the speedster. Takes the ball now, boots it down towards half-forward line. Looking in towards the sun, we see a chance for Johnny Houston. He's not the fastest player on the ground. He slips over. He's still got possession of the ball. Kicks it high in the air. Buzzer comes in to relieve the situation now. Can't pick the ball up now. It's on the ground. There's O'Sullivan meeting an opponent. Tony Thompson's in there. But the ball rolls over the boundary line and out of bounds. And to be thrown in by the boundary umpire. Boundary umpire with the ball, puts it on its way, up goes Big Pendergast, but it's knocked down by Murray Gore beautifully to Johnny Tate. Tate takes a bounce, he can take another one. He's got the field open in front of him. There's a nice kick in towards the centre, but a great mark from centre half back by Mick O'Connell. He certainly has played a great game for Shepparton United this afternoon. O'Connell with the ball, running almost to the cricket pitch area as he kicks it now in the centre of the ground, selects the outer side, looking for the Trevor Eddy flank. Off it comes to Trevor Eddy. He's been grabbed. Play on. No, he's getting the free. He's getting the free. Umpire Smith, it's Stroomer. Stroomer it is. Very hard looking into the sun here at Deakin Reserve. Stroomer takes the ball now for Shepparton United, boots the ball up onto the half end of the forward line. Up goes the big fellow, Woodman. Woodman's kicked 2 goals today, and we could see Woodman's third goal coming up. He'd be about 40 metres out from goal and could kick the 13th goal for Shepparton United.
This would make it very hard, difficult at this stage for Euroa, Don, if he dobs this one. Let's wait on it. Goal umpire moves over, moves back again, and signals a goal. Goal number 3 to Woodman, and the United crowd really let the players know what they feel about it, as they've kicked the 13th goal on the board now for Shepparton United to make them 13-14 to 8-9. 24 minutes almost into the final quarter. Shepparton United's flag for 1974. 15 goals, 16 United. 9 goals, 9 Euroa. Euroa coming downfield again through Browan, who was reported just earlier on in the quarter. Here's a chance for Wally Langton for Euroa. They're still battling it out. Neville Mills against Peter Graham. It's over there in the forward pocket position. Kicked away now. A chance for Mickey Peel. He gets it over now to Johnny Tate. Tate puts the ball across goal, and it's through for one behind. One behind to make them now 9 goals 10 to United, 15 goals 17. Peter Graham kicks the ball off. He's played a good game for United. Oh, Russell Hack takes a nice mark on the half-back line for United, but nobody's played well for United as well this quarter as their captain coach Des Campbell, who's played a kick behind the game and has marked magnificently throughout the quarter. Here's a chance now for Murray Gore, I think it is, out there on centre wing for the Magpies. Murray Gore takes the mark. It's getting closer to siren time, and Euroa are in a heap of trouble. Umpire Smith, I don't think they know exactly what's going on there. Trevor Eddy's on the mark. Murray Gore plays on. Around the mark he goes. Umpire Smith brings him downfield 15 yards. The umpire has done a fairly good job, I feel, today, Don, in umpire Kevin Smith. The United defence in this last quarter has been absolutely without blemish, particularly led by Graham and McKellar in the last line of defence. In fact, they've had winners all over the ground this last quarter. They've really sealed their flag for 74.
Ironically, Ray Taylor gets the ball. He hasn't done much today. Boots it down towards centre half forward. There he is, the man of the moment, Campbell, but couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance for Hove. He played a brilliant last quarter in that roving duel, and especially on the back line. It goes over to where Malcolm Watkins, the 20th man for the Magpies, come onto the ground, but he's going to kick the ball now down towards the Euroa forward line. The United boys have got plenty of time because they know that they've got this match here completely sewn up. They've played a great game of football the Shepparton United team. Here's a chance for Johnny Tate. He puts the ball onto his boot, and it's over the boundary line on the full. We wait for the kick to take place from the United back line.
Well, it's a tired Euroa at the moment. They know that they're defeated, and they came over here pretty well clear favourites today, but they've been outpointed by a taller, a fitter and a better side on the day, Shepparton United.
Here's Vinnie Edwards driving towards goal for Euroa and puts it through for another point. Ross McCullough's been a great player for Shepparton United in that back line. He boots them out of trouble on the half-back line. Greg Withers takes a nice mark over there on the outer side of the ground, but it's too late for the Magpies because United have this one won. Oh, there's a good mark by Ross Edwards. He's been safe in defence and taken some nice marks too in this final quarter. Here's Ross Edwards, selects the short one. He finds Houston out there in that back pocket position. It's Des Campbell, the captain coach, and Campbell takes his time as he knows the siren will go shortly, but kicks it into the man on his mark in Edwards. Edwards screws the ball around, puts it in towards the goals. Neville Mills is there for the Magpies. He scoops it out. Here's a chance for Mick Power. Power boots the ball away now, out towards Gary O'Brien. And what a great player he's been, Gary O'Brien, today. And he finishes up on the ground. It's on over there too. Neville Mills and Des Campbell not too happy about what was going on. And umpire Kevin Smith has to sort it out. There's the ball coming out onto half-back line. A good mark has been taken by Ray Taylor. Their United boys are relaxing a little bit. Here's a chance for the brilliant buzzer. He takes the ball for the Demons down towards Eddie. Eddie's taken the ball on half-forward line. A good mark by Eddie, and it's on back here too. Stewie Buzzer and Malcolm Watkins having a little trouble between each other, but umpire Smith is right on the scene here as we wait for Eddie to take his kick. Eddie kicks the ball forward for Shepparton United. Boots. Oh, there's a good mark, but there's the siren. Oh, and what a thrilled crowd down this end of the ground, where Shepparton United have run away with the 1974 premiership. And the final scores coming up, 15 goals, 16 Shepparton United to 9 goals, 11 Euroa. And what a magnificent performance by the Shepparton United side, and led so magnificently by Des Campbell. He can be very, very proud of United. Euroa going off the field with heads hung. They haven't played well. They certainly haven't played to their best ability, and it was nothing like their second semi-final performance here against Echuca a couple of weeks ago. But what of Des's Demons? The big, tall fellows didn't run out of steam. They took their marks, and there was many good players. And Rod, if you go through the goal kickers and players, as we see the crowd out there, and they'll be cheering Des Campbell and the boys off the ground.
Well, firstly, Trevor Eddy kicked 3 goals. John Houston 2, Des Campbell 2, Chris Woodman 3, Wayne Hovey 3, and 1 each to Gary O'Brien and Adrian O'Sullivan. For Euroa, goals were kicked by 3 by Neville Mills, 2 by Mickey Peel, and 1 each to Alan Brodie, John Tate, Mick Browan and Vin Edwards. And they were the goal kickers. Best players, how could you pick best players out of the Shepparton United side? Every one of them put in 100 minutes of steady, solid football, but, well, we've selected them virtually out of the hat. Perhaps Des Campbell, Don, as captain coach, led his side brilliantly, particularly in that last quarter, played a kick behind the game. You'd have to put him in as definitely one of the best players for Shepparton United. And just quickly, well, Trevor Eddy, a great game on the half-forward flank. Brendan Prendergast and David Ross Edwards rucked very well all day. Gary O'Brien and A.D. O'Sullivan, 2 dynamic little rovers all day. They put their bit in. Wayne Hovey, a very talented performance out on a flank and in the last quarter roving. Woodman at full forward did all he had to do to kick 3 goals. Peter Graham at full back, last minute stand in, a great performance. Ross McKellar in the back pocket, particularly in that last quarter as well. And also young Mick O'Connell, I thought, did very well at centre half back. Well, there you see on your screen now, Des Campbell, a very victorious coach of the Shepparton United side, being cheered off the ground. And what a magnificent applause he's been getting now from the United crowd. They played a great game today, and they were led so well by Des Campbell, who I'm sure this must be one of the best days of his life to coach Shepparton United to a premiership, the team that he's come up with right throughout through the years of football. There's Johnny Houston, Johnny Stroomer, high on the shoulders of United supporters, big David Ross Edwards, and they've certainly done the job. Looking at the president of the United side, a very tired man making his way into the rooms now. Just like to mention too, Euroa's best players. A little bit hard to mention them, but Trevor Harding is 1, Philip Peel, Mick Browan, Trevor Hoare and Neville Mills, I'd say, could be probably Euroa's best players. Well, that's about it, Don.
Yes, that wraps it up from Deakin Reserve for the 1974 season. Once again, the Shepparton United 15-16 defeated Euroa 9 goals 11 for the Goulburn Valley flag for 1974. Thanks for being with